Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is, what is it, Scary Saturday already? Holy smokes, I can't believe how fast this week is rolling by. Before I roll on to anything else, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, which I actually wrote today's, which would kind of explain why it's very, very brief and basic and not really the best writing. I'm a talker, not a writer, so keep that in mind, folks. I also got you your starring cast, your director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a teaser trailer, and then also I gave you a link for the website of Embryo Bauhaus or Embryo House or Embryo Pink, whichever you want to go by for their name. I put on their website on there. That'll give you all the information on this one when it does release. As far as I know, it's I think Vivian said not January but February release, if memory serves me correctly. I'm not 100%. All I know is we got a lot to do for this release here. I'm going to be doing a special little discussion interview with Vivian herself on this film, and this film is called Étouffe-Moi Seul. It is a very interesting name. I love the title. It really kind of rolls off the tongue very, very well once you've looked it up and heard it said a few times. You kind of like pick up on it very, very easy. Now this is like I said, 2025 release. It's not rated like most of the stuff I review. It's kind of pointless for an independent film to get a rating because it honestly, I feel like it hurts their stuff. People want to see that unrated sign on there, not rated sign, director's cut, uncut, NC-17. We want to see that stuff on there when we watch our films. And this one, it definitely is a rated R film. In my opinion, it goes a little past that in ways, but it doesn't really have all the kind of stuff that would make you. It's not gory by any means. That's where I want to go on that. This is not a gory film. This is a very psychological film. It's very, very interesting, intricate design. Vivian put a lot into this release. The way it is put together is just absolutely a stunning piece of work. She stars in it, along with, I think this is the name of the narrator, which is K.E. Lunstord. If that's not correct, Vivian, please let me know so I can correct that on the written part of this, because it was kind of hard to read his name because it was just so the colors around his name were so vibrant. It just kind of like flooded it out just a pinch, so I had to like kind of zoom in and all that fun stuff. But either way, that doesn't affect the film any bit whatsoever, in my opinion. I'm going to go into this the way that I wanted to go in, and that's just to unplug the certain areas of my brain that tends to goof off and be silly, and it helps me be serious for 50 minutes to an hour Um, I had to cut back a couple of times just because I wanted to see certain things over again. There's lots of really cool visuals in here. It really reminds me of visuals of like a Un Chien Andalou or a Eraserhead, but on a much more artistic vibe. Like even blows Mr. Warhol out of the water when it comes to the artistic vibe. Even blows out the prime version of Dario Argento for as far as artistic prime goes. This thing is so well made that you forget about life for a little while, and it helps you escape that nonsense that's dragging you down, or something that's bothering you that you've been stewing on in life. I feel like this one. If you've not watched an art house film, this is a great start. I think that starting out with such a amazing film, I think would really give you a more of an insatiable taste to want to try to watch more and more of these types of films. Now, what exactly is this about? Well, it goes on a psychological journey of Vivian. She is now she's in a asylum, a mental hospital, and they are doing LSD treatments on her. I'm not going to give away very much, just because I promised Vivian, I wouldn't do that. That I wouldn't give away too many spoilers. But I also I don't want to give them away because I think that ruins all the fun of going into a film. I feel like sometimes going in blind as possible is the best way to go. It really adds more power and emotion to it when you don't know what to expect, when to expect it type of ordeals. Like you get some just amazing stuff going on here, and then throughout it you have this narrator that is basically like a doctor who is taking notes of Vivian's mental capabilities at this point, where she's at on this LSD treatments. How fragile has her mind become over this time? So it's got a lot of layers that you can really peel back and look at and really enjoy what you see if you just go along for the ride. Now, on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is the audio. I'm not going to critique the audio very much because I saw a very rough cut of this, and the sound was a little too high in places. It kind of crackled my speakers, and was just a little much. But me and Vivian have talked about that. That's obviously something that she's fixed between when I was sent this and now. She already noticed the problem with it there, and has fixed it for the final cut of the film. Which, by the way, guys, if you don't pick up a copy, you're going to really miss out on something uh, um, that could really treat your eyes, mind, and soul into something very different than what the average bear gives us. When it comes to filmmaking. All right, now, I like I said, I'm not critiquing the audio. I'm going to just pass over that one. Dialogue. The dialogue is very interesting when the doctor is talking about Vivian's mental health. It just really is put together in a fashion where it does sound like it would come out of a hospital, and this is what a doctor would really say about their patient, and if they are in this frame of this frame of mind. So it really works on that end, and I really enjoyed the delivery of it as well. I think it was perfect casting for the Doctor. He really does a good job of conveying that he is a doctor. Granted, you never see this doctor. It's all just insane visuals. I think this one, not that I'm condoning anything bad, but I think this would be one of those. Kind of like The Wall, where if you were to dabble in a little bit of hallucinogens, you would really go on a very wild trip, and I think it would be kind of interesting, one of those things. Anyways, now back to the dialogue. I would say I want to give it an A on the dialogue. Onto the editing. The editing is the bread and butter of this film, in my opinion. It's put together in a very meticulous fashion that you can tell that there was a lot of love and charm and passion. Everything you can think of that's a positive filmmaking experience can be. That's what's going on here, and I really liked that. I think that if you're a fan of technical filmmaking, I think this would be a very good one to watch for you. Because you get to see some really interesting camera shots, interesting editing process, the color palette, the acting, just everything about this has a very very wide range of emotion here. So it's very cool. So I'm going to give it an A plus plus. That's the first I've ever done that, and it's on its the 1 through 5 scale. I really think this is a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. I loved it so much. I can't wait till this is eventually going to get a release, because not just a singular, I believe, but it'll eventually get a trilogy release, because this is a part of a trilogy. I don't remember the names, or at least I kind of do, but I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to say them. But this is the third in a trilogy, so it's got a lot more going on than just this one film. So you can really get a lot if you watch the other two, if when those do come out. All right, guys, I love your faces, and as always, peace. Oh my gosh, my camera.